Hi everyone, my name is Kirsty Sharman and I'm the founder of a company called Referral Factory. We were asked to do a small closed presentation to a group of marketing managers and business owners in the solar industry. They wanted us to present some data on referral marketing, how referrals work in the solar space. And yeah, we put that together. They really enjoyed it. So we decided to publish it and make this available online in the hopes that it could possibly help some other solar companies generate more leads in 2026 through referrals and other channels. So hopefully you enjoy it. Cool. So I really just started with saying, what are some of the common challenges we see solar businesses face? So we, have the benefit of having quite a lot of customers in this industry. So we see kind of general problems across the board that affect a lot of solar companies. Something we see happening is the cost of paid ads just going through the roof. So we now are often seeing solar companies looking at a CPA of around $1,000, even upwards of almost up to $2,000 now. This is really just the cost to acquire a really good qualified lead or an acquisition, depending on how your structure works. But yeah, the costs are just higher than they ever were before. So we're still managing to kind of acquire those leads, but the costs are going up and up and up using our traditional sort of paid ads channels. Then the second kind of challenge we see is SEO is an industry that works really well to drive organic traffic for a lot of industries, but it's a bit harder to do with solar. Generating tons of content that gets natural virality and reads is a little bit more difficult in this industry because the content is maybe not as sort of engaging. So a lot of brands do it, but it takes really long and it's really difficult to get right in solar. Then we also see a lot of companies saying that they're trying to spend on social media. They get lots of posts, but it very rarely turns into a buy or a quote. So obviously, as you can imagine, this is why a few of these businesses have come to us. But yeah, these are kind of the challenge we're seeing is it's just actually harder to stand out online. There's more solar companies than ever before. And how do you stand out? How do you generate consistent leads that come in weekly or monthly into your business? And surprise, surprise, this is where our kind of answer comes in, which is it's really time to unlock a new marketing channel. And a lot of companies don't think of referrals as a marketing channel and don't think of their customers as a marketing channel. But I want to tell you a little bit today about why you should. So generating leads for your solar company through referrals, and that means somebody refers their neighbor, refers their friend, refers their business partner to your business. Why is that so valuable? It's valuable because, number one, referred leads close faster. So when you get a lead that was referred to you, they already trust you. They don't shop around. They don't look for a comparison quote. They know that their neighbor or their friend used you. They were happy with your service, and they would rather purchase from you than save a bit of money and take a risk getting another quote. So referred leads are really of the highest quality because they are very likely to close if you could generate them. The second benefit is they spend more. So somebody who is referred to you already trusts you. They already trust that you're going to provide them with expert knowledge in your quote, that you're going to recommend the best kind of tools and the best solar equipment. So they're very happy to spend more because they trust you. Unlike maybe a lead you would get from, a Google search campaign, that doesn't quite know you yet, that just wants to spend a little bit and can spend it in the future. Referred leads are great because, they close faster and they spend more immediately. And I think the other reason referral marketing is a good channel to unlock in the solar industry is they're actually pretty easy to get in solar. So you find in solar, companies that launch referral programs just by default get 20 to 30% more leads every year. And remember, these are much more high quality leads that you can get from launching a referral program. But yeah, referred leads are easy to get. And the reason they are is your solar customers are generally happy and they generally like to tell other people about the fact that they save money, they're saving the environment. It's a really talkable topic. Plus also value of your deals is really high. So in most cases, a referral program in the solar industry is giving away a reward of between, $800 to $1,200. Let's just say $1,000 for a referral. If you offered me that to refer my neighbor to your solar company, it's a pretty big reward. I would be really motivated. So basically, referral marketing fits really well in the solar industry. It wasn't something we knew when we started Referral Factory. It was something we learned over time as more solar companies came to us and asked us to help them grow through referrals. So we now are talking about, getting referrals for your solar company, but just practically, what does that look like? I wanted to be sure everyone kind of understood. So I've just shown you, like, this is just a really like simple referral program for a solar company. Imagine your customer would see something like this, share the love, earn rewards, recommend our solar company to your neighbor, to your friends, and you can earn, say, $1,000 per qualified referral or successful referral. They basically get a referral link. They would share that referral link with their neighbor or their friend. And what would their friend see? They would see a personal recommendation. And that's what's really valuable. So imagine I was making a referral for your solar company. I would share my link with my neighbor. My neighbor would open the link and they would see something like this. Kirsty recommends Virtue Solar. If you're curious and you want to know how this could work for yourself, get a free quote because you're a friend of Kirsty. So you use a lot of personalization, but essentially this is how it works. You use your customers to sell on your behalf. Cool. And then why? Like we spoke about this a bit up in the, before in the presentation, but we'll just run back to like, why are they so successful in solar? This is something we did a lot of like research on in 2025 because we actually didn't understand initially, like why are they doing so well in this industry? We wanted to know. And we really found like there's 3 reasons we think this niche particularly does well with referral marketing. And first one is just high rewards. Across the board, the rewards in the solar campaigns running on Referral Factory are just way higher than other industries. And we find that's because your end cost is, your end price is high. Often a solar installation, say 15K, 35K, sometimes even higher than that. So it's quite easy for you to offer, let's say $1,000 per referral as a reward. Now that's a really high reward. It's pretty much like, a super driver for people, especially, if you can imagine before Christmas getting $1,000 for referring a neighbor. Not only would you have a happy customer for life, but So why are they successful? Rewards are really big in solar, like in the solar trade. You can offer high rewards and that drives like huge engagement, high rewards for referrals. So also highly visible. When someone gets a solar installation, it's visible for everyone from the street. It's visible for their neighbors. They can see, like, here's my neighbor, they got a new solar installation. Often the neighbor tells their friend about it because they're so happy about the fact that they've saved money. So you also really have a highly visible area, a highly talkable product, and that just really creates a good environment. So it's really easy to tell your friend about it because you can show them, I get $1,000 if I tell my friend that they buy. So you can see it's just creating a good ecosystem. And then we found that the other reason actually solar companies did really well was that they have very happy customers for a very long time. So in order to get a referral, you have to ask your customers to tell their friends, families, and neighbors about your product. Obviously, the more people you ask to spread the word, the higher your chances of success. The beauty about solar is like you almost have that customer for 10 years. They might have bought from you once, but you can ask them to refer multiple times, almost for a decade after the fact that you have done the installation. Because every month that they save money, they will remember you. Every time they need to clean their solar equipment, they will remember you. So you have a happy customer for years with a highly visible product and the ability to give a high reward. If that doesn't scream launch a referral program, I don't know what does. Cool. And then, if this is a channel that you decide to try, whether you use Referral Factory or you use another software on the market, it's totally fine. Please do just follow this one tip because this is the tip that will mean, are you going to be successful or are you not going to be successful with your referral program? Number one trick behind the most successful solar referral programs on our platform is that they are double-sided. So a double-sided referral program means I give something to my friend, and if they accept that offer, I then get a reward. So you are rewarding both parties, the friend and the neighbor. So if you just think about how this works, like it basically why double-sided referral programs work so well is because me as the customer, like referring your product, I don't have to sell, like I could help. So if you said, if I refer someone, they will get a free like cost analysis to see how much they could save on solar. Do you see how that makes it so easy for me to say, hey, you see my installation, I'm saving X amount. You could also save X amount. Why don't you just get a free, kind of cost analysis from my solar company? I'm basically doing an introduction rather than a sell. So creating a double-sided referral program makes it really easy for the person referring to introduce your product to their friend. And then remember, only if the friend then buys are you going to pay out the reward. So you don't have any risk. But use a double-sided referral program because we find it just makes it easier for the people to introduce your business to their friends and their neighbors. Cool. The other thing, what reward works best in solar? Hands down cash, not even going to put any other options on here. There's lots of different rewards that work well for referral programs, discounts, credits, swag. But in solar, there is one, and it's cash. If you can give a reward like between $800 and $1,200 for a completed solar installation, it's not for a lead, it's for a completed solar installation, pretty much you're set. So don't bother with other rewards. In solar, there's one reward that works, and it's cash. And the truth is, other companies are offering these high cash rewards. So it might feel, if you say to someone, refer your neighbor, and we'll give you a free, hat with our logo, it probably won't drive as much referral as the solar company next door who's paying $1,000 per referral. Cool. All right. And then you've also got to think, like, as a solar company, when do you ask for referrals? So maybe you already have a referral program, you've launched it, you've sent an email out, like, to all your customers, they're mildly kind of aware of it. But the key with referrals is the more you ask, the more referrals you get. Seems logical, totally is. Exactly works that way. Ask, get referrals. So when do you ask for referrals? Like, we've kind of identified these like 5 key points in the journey, like a solar customer's journey with your business. So number 1, after an installation, excitement peaks, people are excited. They want to tell all their neighbors anyway. Make sure you've told them if you refer someone, we'll give you $1,000. Cool. First low electric bill. The first time you save your customer money, they will be so happy. They will want to tell all their friends. Make sure they have a referral link. Make sure you have a referral program in place when this time happens so they can easily say to their friend, hey, use my link and you can get an offer or get something. System activation, this is another time. Generally, the first time you turn the system on, people get really excited. They're seeing their new product come to life. They're seeing their future savings. It's a good time to ask for a referral, good time to ask them to tell their friends about it. And then, the fourth kind of moment you have to ask for referrals is, well, always. So as I've said before, an installation of a solar system is publicly visible in someone's house, usually. Put a sign up there, put QR code stickers on your product, something that says, like scan to get $500 off your next solar installation, something like that. But use your physical products that people can see to advertise, scan and get $500 off your subscription. And then $500 off your installation. And then if somebody gets that offer, you will be able to credit it back to the referrer whose kind of machinery they scanned. And then, also just after a support call. So anytime anyone in your support team, your sales team, your kind of account management team deals with customers, make sure they're happy. Make sure that they're trained to say, hey, while I have you on the phone, do you know anyone who would be looking for solar? It's a good time to refer. So these are really the 5 touch points. I would also say something as simple as just a blanket reminder email once every 2 months to all your customers is another good way to ask for referrals. Okay, cool. And then in short, if your company wants to launch a referral program, it's something you would be interested in trying in 2026. What do you need? What are the things you would need to launch? Pretty simple, links for your users. You need a way to track referrals. Ideally, if you use a CRM, integrate it with so you can send your new referred lead straight into your CRM. Makes sense. You want your rewards to be automated. You want your emails to be automated. And most importantly, you want lots of easy ways to ask for referrals. So that's kind of the setup you would want. Please look for a referral software or referral platform that offers like these things. And then, I would say like the cost is really just the time, the software, and the rewards. Like time, I would say, probably 5 to 10 hours you could be set up. Software like Referral Factory, for example, you can get going from $95 a month, the smallest plan, then $200, then $400. But really, it's just a low monthly fee. And the rewards fee, yes, it is higher, but you're only going to pay it out on success. So only if you refer someone, you get a real installation, you get revenue, then you would pay the reward out. So the rewards is often not something you have to budget for upfront. Cool. And yeah, I think that's the end for us. The future of solar marketing is powered by trust. I think this is something we really believe at Referral Factory, something, we do a lot of research on, something we look at a lot of data on, and obviously something I've put kind of a lot of my efforts behind as a founder of a referral company. But yeah, your customers are your most trusted growth channel, and referral marketing turns your client base into a consistent, low-cost acquisition channel. Cool. And if you're ready to launch your own referral program, you want to see how this could work for you, head over to Referral Factory. You get 15 days for free, completely for free. You can try build a referral program for your solar company, and you can see, hey, is this the right fit for me? I also just wanted to mention that there are a couple of additional resources for marketers or business owners that really want to take this seriously and want to make sure that they educate themselves fully on referral marketing before they launch this channel. There's a bunch of resources here that just is some of the data we've accumulated over the years, like what it takes to launch a referral engine. Like here's some templates, like information you can seal, how to structure your referral program. Again, some other ways that you can ask for referrals. Again, just a bit of information on our rooftop billboard strategy, where you can use your solar panels to kind of advertise your company. And then again, we've also just put in some email scripts, like if you want to email a bunch of people and ask them for referrals, like what copy could you use? We've just given you some examples. Cool. And that's really it from us today. Please reach out to me, by the way, on LinkedIn. I'm Kirsty Sharman on LinkedIn, and I'm Kirsty Carrot on Twitter. If you do have any more questions on referral marketing, please let us know. Yeah, and we hope you enjoyed that presentation today. Hopefully you get some value from it, and hopefully you'll be generating tons of referrals for your solar company in 2026. Thank you.